Today we're headed to Australia, the land down under, with our good buddy and guide up here at Trophy Room Adventures, Jesse Artrip. Y'all stick around, it's gonna be a good show.
Train a coon dog to run. Told me, son, never take more than what you need, and always live your life by the hunter's creed. Boy, don't take that shot unless you're sure it's going down. Boys, you know this dog will hunt.
Well guys, this week we're with Jesse Artrip, one of our guides up here at Trophy Room Adventures, and he's in Australia with our good buddy Oscar. And if y'all remember last season, Oscar came over and he whitetail hunted with us some here at TRA, and he's invited Jesse over, and they're looking for a red stag this week. So you guys check it out. They're going to see lots of animals, red stag, fallow deer, a little bit of everything. So let's get started with them as Jesse arrives in camp and they get settled in a little bit. You know, Jesse gets settled in a little bit here in camp, and he decides to shoot his bow a little bit. And right after he gets done shooting his bow, they get back over to the camp and they look up on the hill, and there's already animals on the hill up here. And Jesse's just so excited he can't wait till tomorrow morning to get started. Morning finally comes. Jesse and Oscar are ready to hit the woods. They start out, and it's just amazing at the amount of animals they are seeing right off the bat. After having all these encounters with all these different animals, they finally get up on a red stag, and it's exactly the type of management stag that Jesse's looking for. So let's tag along and see if they can close the deal here on opening morning.
Me and Jess are on this stag. Just got a few does with him. It's just under those does just there, but any movement, those does will speak. So we'll see if we can't wait for them to sort of move and maybe we can throw a stalk on them. That's him there roaring away.
Well guys, y'all can't see it right here, but all this roaring that's going on, there's a stag just over the knoll here down in the holler, and Jesse and Oscar are trying their best to get on this thing, but he's got so many girlfriends with him, there's just a lot of eyes to try to get around.
The stag we're chasing is right there, just at the top of his house. Zoom in a bit. There you go. It is rutting really hard. We've got vanished the wind. I'll probably look up on him. However, right under him, just there, hunting stag. We're pinned down by a couple of does, so we can't get any closer. So right now it's just sit and wait, and hopefully he makes a mistake and we can close that gap.
Well, they didn't have any luck on day one. Let's jump right into day 2 here and see if things go any better for them.
Alright, it's day 2. We've got a 7-day red hunt. At number 10, 9-pointer. We just couldn't close the deal on him yesterday. There's just too many eyes around us. And he sort of circled it back around us, caught wind, and yeah, just headed back straight down that gully. So, yeah, it was a long night. But on day 1, to get that sort of action is always good. So we'll get straight back out there, Jesse, should we?
Let's get back at it. You already hear them roaring this morning. Deer moving. Go find one to chase.
As Jesse and Oscar here, they're looking for the red stag this morning. They do happen across this really nice fallow deer, and they try to give it a shot on him, see if they can make a connection. Well, now this fella, he's got a place to go. He's got some does that he's thinking about. He kind of scoots right on by them here. Oscar and Jesse, they come up with a plan. They circle around, get back below this fallow deer, and they're going to try to call him in, see if they can get something to happen. If you listen, that croaking sound is a fallow deer up on the hill. And Oscar, the one that's close, is Oscar with nothing but his mouth, and he's croaking back at this fallow deer, and he's trying to get this deer to come a little closer. You know, I've been hunting a long time, and if you'd asked me what noise a fallow deer makes, I couldn't have a clue. But as y'all can hear, this croaking noise is actually this buck fallow deer calling his girls, trying to get them to come a little bit closer.
Hey guys, we're sitting here. We just did a stalk on a mature fallow. He was over here croaking and carrying on with his does, keeping them round up, and Oscar here thought we could get up on him. Stalked over here, got to about 80 yards from him, kneeled down, got in a good shooting position. Oscar here started croaking to him, got him coming to us. He was coming right on the line, got to about 40, and a doe got right above us and spooked off. He turned and followed her out because he wasn't letting her go anywhere. And just couldn't get him today. We'll come back after him tomorrow.
Yeah, the fellow is a buck that's been in the area for a while. He's probably coming on to about 7-8 years old. He generally does the same thing, same routine with his does every morning. So we might just let him be. He's gone deep into the gully and I don't want to chase him and spook him. So if we let them just carry on their normal thing, tomorrow morning we'll head back out first thing in the morning and yeah, try to get the jump on him. See how we go.
Now later that afternoon, Jesse and Oscar, they find a really nice bachelor group of red stag here. Jesse, he moves in just as close as he can. Oscar stays back and he's filming, and Jesse's getting really close to these stag. But the problem is, the management buck that he's looking for just won't come close enough.
Jesse's right there, you can see him. Just sitting waiting. Few big stags around him. And here comes the resident cows.
Now, yeah, y'all are hearing cows here. Oscar and Jesse, they're actually hunting on a working cattle farm. And as luck would have it, the cattle just happen to be in the same area as these stag.
He's doing well not to get busted. There's a few animals around him, but not the one we want. Not the one we've been chasing for the past 3 days. It's hard work, mate. Hard work.
Well, thanks to the cattle, that didn't work out either. But we're on to the next adventure. You guys check it out.
Smell
You know, no matter how hard they try, it seems like there's always just one too many sets of eyes around. As Jesse's climbing up over the hill here, a little fawn busts him, kind of spooks his stag a little bit, and he gets just a little bit out of range a little too quick. Well, guys, day 4 rolls around. Jesse and Oscar have had lots of encounters. They've had lots of chances to get on one of these stags. This one stag that they just keep on looking for, that they're wanting to take out of the herd, he just keeps slipping away barely. So day 4 rolls around. Jesse opts to put the bow up, get the rifle out, and kind of swing the odds in his favor just a little bit.
That one right there.
Which one?
The one at the top.
Just stopped?
Yeah, one there in the middle of the tree.
Oh, which? We just started walking? Yeah, that's it. How far is that? That's still about 160.
Now, even though Jesse's got the rifle, and you'd think that would make it a little easier, this stag thereafter, he's just not cooperating at all.
Yeah, there's nothing.
You're American, so you should be able to do it. Come on. I'm on him. Ah, he's moved. I'm on him.
He has got other plans, and he gives them the slip one more time.
Nah, I'm off.
Now, Jesse and Oscar, they think about what they need to do. They back out, circle around, make a big circle, get back above these stags, and they're going to give it one more chance here.
You're on him if you want a shot.
You ready?
Oh, got him, got him. Woo!
Oh my God, that took so much effort. Oh, there we go.
Well, guys, it finally happened. Jesse and Oscar was able to seal the deal on this stag, and it turned out to be an awesome hunt. Jesse had an awesome trip in Australia, and he can't wait to get back over there.
That's a couple days of hard hunting right there. And we had to switch it up to a gun, but we got it done finally. Let's go pick this guy up. Well guys, we finally got it done here after 4 days of hiking all these giant hills and mountains trying to kill them with a bow, stalking on them a dozen or more times, trying to catch them coming around the hill. Just always so many eyes watching. We get to 60 yards, 40 yards, just could never put the bow on them. We were watching them today, saw them coming up this big gully here. Decided we'd get up on top, grab the gun today, this morning, get them on the ground finally. Gets us a little bit easier, but still getting up these mountains. This place ain't no joke to walk around, but it's a lot of fun. A lot of deer. We finally got one. I'm really happy to get him. My #1 bucket list animal right here. Yeah, and we gotta thank Oscar here for taking me out on this adventure of a lifetime for sure. TRA for causing me and Oscar to meet back in the fall in Ohio. Getting the invite to come down here. all the landowners here letting us do all this crazy stuff, chasing these things in the mountains.
Now guys, Jesse, he gets home, he arrives at the airport, drives back to his house. It's late when he gets in. He decides that the next morning, straight from getting back off the plane, he's gonna jump in the turkey woods in his home state of Virginia, and he's gonna try to harvest a turkey. Let's follow along, see how it works out.
Alright guys, I'm sitting here with a turkey we killed in 30 minutes this morning. Set up, called to him 4 times on the dot. Said to myself I wouldn't call more than 5 before 7. And it's not long after legal shooting light here, and had a couple birds start flying over. Had this gobbler and the other one you'll see in the video. Had a jake that was just out of frame over here to my right, would be in the left on the video. And yeah, we just gave him a few minutes, let him strut around, try to figure out the better bird. Gave a little bit of patience, and we took us out a nice gobbler this morning. It's I didn't get a gobbler last year. Didn't kill a whitetail this past season. I literally just got back from a trip to Australia where I killed a red stag, a rusa doe, and a hog deer. And it's just been a fantastic week, people, let me tell you.
You know, sometimes as hunters we try, and sometimes we might just try just a little too hard. We always want to harvest an animal. We're always wanting to bring something back and show everybody what we've got. But the real meaning of all this hunting is just time spent out in God's great outdoors, time enjoying ourselves with good friends and family. And you know, Jesse, he went through about an 18-month dry spell here, and he was feeling a little down on himself. But just shows you guys, never give up. Within 1 week's time, Jesse has gone to Australia and he's able to harvest 4 animals within 1 week. So it's not always about harvesting an animal, but it sure is nice when you're able to get it done. Well guys, thank y'all for tuning in this week. We've had a blast over here with Jesse in Australia. I know he had an awesome time and he's looking forward to going back. Don't forget, we are an outfitter in Ohio. We do trophy whitetail hunts. We would love to have you guys come up and hunt with us. We'll try to put a camera with you. We'll try to get you filmed, and if you harvest a nice buck, we're going to get you on the show. And not only are we going to get you on the show, if you harvest a 130 class buck or better on our properties, and we can use it on the show, you're going to be invited to come back in 2019 absolutely free to hunt with us. So keep that in mind, guys. Check us out. Go to our website, www.trophyroomadventures.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, keep up with us because we're always giving stuff away, and we always trying to get you guys involved and get you on the show. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Oh wow. Let's retry one that's actually, you know, set up for 30.
Scott, if you're watching this, mate, I don't know what it is, but this sheep reminds me of Austin. Look at his head down, just enjoying himself.
Yeah, this terrain is just...
So yeah, it's getting to that time of the day where I've made Jesse walk too much and he's starting to get a bit cranky at me.
Time to make America great again.
America great again.
America! If you thought Oscar was stressed in Ohio, you should have seen him when the sandbar busted us stalking a red. I thought he was going to murder a bunch of animals.
I would too. If I had your gun, the wind changes on us. Yeah. You know, the first time in my life I sit here and I think, maybe Scott's onto something here with these tree stands and scent blockers and all that crap. Anyway,